Fire se krobi so twene ekukum ahowo pii e de aboa no e de ba beso mo na de de na manwumre yi gedi makote pii ene se so afo ya wo hwe wo man yi enua ne sam so etre se wo manfo bi enam ana 24 hour economy wo mo wo ho a wo se wo mo a wo mo wo ho no wo mbe fele pa
Adishima Maya do beko and some fufro emo na addition mu bia wo mo ewo brim north o mo kire mu a enwuma hodo e wo no mo no wo mo de a emfa wo mo bi na wo mo so enya adwuma enye
wo de afutuo ama Ghana disuafo ya wo mo wo TVET mu se wo mo moae na TVET wo mu nso mu yie papa sanse so mu a ebetumi aba wo mo
Yedobeko enije ensem emonanyum tunisha tawale wadia tu jase ebano se Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni nyuma wo ye no mebunu no emomodia ensom na wontimi emwa endane dane Ghana
absansem bi ka we ho ene aboare nyina no de ba besom anwure ye de mu aseda ema hola severe herbal center na davroma ebare no pa na kate ena wugipie ede afri ho no mo ena kad aya abosi mansanka bi na nwure yi apo so kama na ne wanyira koyie eti amount Eden Hills Residential Services ka ho wo gwawo ensase papa de ni nyina da na bam fa ho bebo no na wo ma bi go sem travel and tour enso po am wetumetu kwan ya kontu konkron ya asembia eni ho Center for Apostolic Ministry Apprenticeship nie se wodo ho ebo no a se wo pe enhwade hu nyina se wo be nyame adwuma no nyina betuma bam saa eti amount makoya da roma ena wo maso ya sene tensemi e ba besom wanuanum bi no o ma hene kofi asempa ene medin mene
na nekua achireba acha ebuso ebegyira we so na ye twa ye ho akwaba ye ba ensem no nchemu akasa ye de besomo ye ba sesia
ye se ensem na se na yenkoyanim so afo ya wo hwe wo man kuayo ena fi enuane ensem so manyamfo Eric Opoku na wa yensem tofo ihye mu adi nkomo pa edi afa wo man yare ko chansem ehu ene wo kire se ekwan befa so pa ya betumi apagya wo man yekuayo ensem amanetum akọ anim yie papa no aban eye de obetumi bia se obetumi aboa ne ho ama ne manyina atumi akọ anim kama pa na wo kire se wo hwe kwan a ye fa so na abanyi ba ye wo hyehye niema ekwan be fa so na ebenya nsuo abra wo pebre aba no a ni nyina da etre sampa abanye ni abre papa sekua yonsam obetumi amana ko anim nemom ade ba ko a etete ye pa ne se yama yani ekọ niema ye kraba o man mu nko aso no eno de ade ba ko etete ye pa eno achi wo hwe kwan a ye fa so a ye niema ahodo efa agriculture ho we man mu a ni nyina da ade a ewo fom yi papa eno ti wo hwe se obetumi ene ankrankra ka ntuma bomu na wo maye do betumi bia se de beye na wo betumi akoma nimpa ewa alkocha eno ana osia nsem trofa wo de nsem sei etro wo manim.
We are looking at the construction of 10 new small dams in the northern enclave of Ghana. and then rehabilitation of 8 new ones. We are also looking at the provision of almost 250 solar-powered boreholes to pump water to the field for our women and the youth to be in all year-round production. Beneficiary communities in the Northern Enclave have been selected already. Feasibility studies have been completed. Some are being awarded. We have begun the process of awards, and then others are also at various stages. Funds for this project are available through the support from the African Development Bank and AFG, and then the French Embassy. The French Embassy, they are providing us with 47 million euros for this all-important project. A few weeks ago, we also met with the Canadian ambassador, and then we explained our programs to them. They have also agreed to sponsor some of the solar-powered boreholes to support the cost. We have also had approval from the Ministry of Finance to provide irrigation infrastructure for the people of Lonto, a project called the Lonto Irrigation Facility. It is also Lonto is also being considered. Details are available. We can share with the committee. We are looking at the construction of 10 new small dams in the Northern Enclave of Ghana, and the rehabilitation of 8 new ones.
July was made that Tosomia Sana a year wada, a Filipino eduno enum emu, and a Ghana Mumpin, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Bomodia, Wojina Simpiene, a Pasona Impo, 24-hour economy policy, the Wadana D, editor of my Ghana Yina, say a Baba Buana enuma atana or my Ghana emu, and I'm so NT Emma wapa hun to me any additional. The Ombeti me aka de wo mo ka fa ho pa ebi mu krase no ane se wa fa ho ntoma we anya adwuma adwuma kra na besi den na di mu ene sika bia wo bo din se wo de be hyem wo mo kire mu se ni nyina no ebi wo ho no mo aye kropro de John pa de obepa ho ntoma de na akase ebeye adwuma enam so enti ama osofo wo no ehwe enwuma ho ensam so me chem minister edema labor ene employment Dr. Abdul Rashid Pepo wakasa ene wo de atudwa wo kire mu say 24-hour economy no say the 2024 wo mo bontoa na wo mo de hu nsam tu dwa se wo mba wo mbeye ama Ghana de hye nya adwuma ye no sa ena etie enye se bia wo mo eye eda na dikeka na se pa ho ntoma keke ebeye adwuma na emebunu so enya bi aye obi bia so na ni je ho no wodi na ni bedi akire so wo benya ho emfaso enti obi anya gidie e wo mampani mu se eyade a wodi aba ebe wo honom akosi se obi foforo beba na wo beka so obesesa na na se won sesa no enti no 24-hour ne de aba enye se bia eye slogan na se mara ne keke bi e na wo mo ebo wo mo boa na Ghana de hye nyina enya adwuma aye.
Fairy tale kind of life before. They think it's the kind of thing we are doing. No, this one is a real committed response to the challenge we are facing today. It's not going to be fairy tale. Lots of countries are also approaching us for jobs abroad. We are responding to them. We are not going to take all our young people out of the country. We are going to give opportunity for those who want to do it, work outside. But I can tell you, the 24-hour economy is not going to provide jobs that can be described as fairy tales. We are determined and we are making it. It's not going to be something to be overlooked by the fact that it's just a pronouncement. No, we've presently we've done enough of we've done enough of estimations and we've gone through a number of scenarios to the point that we know that once we launch and we are moving, we are not going to stop anywhere. It is about rebuilding this economy. It's about resetting the mind of people It's about telling people that, look, the jobs you are doing, it's not just for you to earn money, but for you to leave something for the future. In the past and in the near past, the impression in being in government and doing a job was to make as much money as possible, not related, not regard the impression about the fact that it will have a consequence on the nature of the economy and the nature of the generation we are following was not part of the thinking. We want now for people to think that when you are working for not just yourself, but a future you are not necessarily going to inherit, that somebody else is going to inherit. It is what makes Europe what it is. You go to Europe, you see the 9 streets, you see all the good things, and you praise them. They give you the opportunity to come and work here. You are gathering the money and putting it somewhere. Now, after you are no longer in government, what are you going to do with that plenty money? And so we now want people to commit themselves into working for the country and making sure in doing so, they know that they are contributing to a national. We are trying to look at it. We've been looking at it. It's gone very far. But there's a small debate about it. We've had a number of meetings concerning the amendment of the act to reflect the need for our economy. But the lawyers, they are at cross purposes as to whether there's a need to change anything at all. If you say people would work for 8 hours, you are not saying that 24 hours doesn't mean that one person must work for 24 hours. So if 8 hours is the minimum number of years, the maximum number of hours one works, and then you have an opportunity to add another 8 hours, it must be somebody else doing it. That is the concept, not the same person doing it. Fairy tale kind of life before, they think is the kind of thing we are doing. No, this one is a real committed.
Na graduation bi akoso ewo Kumawu Technical Institute na so ama peni kwanche for ya wo hwe TV so ewo Asante Mantemu engineer Richard Ado Jemfi akopie mu ho ya wakasa e de a kire mabun se wo mo hwe de TV eye pa e de e magana mabun sanse se uri TV esi ho na oso wo yemu adwuma pa ene e be bo yi papa amu anya mfaso do so po ewo so sanse enei ya ye che wo man mu se yi se wo hwe nsa no dwuma ahodo ene abrofo dwuma e ba ye ni nyina e TV ya nto obesra da se omo mani nkoso pa na omo wie mo nkonkotumbo omo mani ngoso na mmoa wo se de beye na enwuma ahodo ya wo mo pe e wo kana no wo matimi anya bi pa
ensa no dwuma na se wo ba wo saka dwuma na do an se wo betimi adi ewe nyama bi wo a se ye mmofra no eye eninde bi wo no mo a ese so omu enya na o hwe de se de yira se posisi na ese so omu ya nide efa digital skills omu ya ibi esa but people dey who say instead of saying that you are not free or more quantity no omo di say no dey no ebeton the more so we start to say we use that digital marketing skill to sell your skills. You sell your services and products. It didn't more they use the digital space for social media na omo body no omo enema bisa na ekoso and anything any two of for say no you dey omo dis no ba awiye no akwanya o no we want to be say we be copy the shop kese bi a we be copy triaka we be timi try we feel ejuma we fashion designer be timi pam enema akwanya o say we do we timi marketing skills no through various digital platforms no every necessary we dance we be copy kucha picture now do the baby enema bi ensa na dwuma na se wo ba wo saka dwuma na do an se we betimi adi
ebusi ayenko ensem foforo emu na Accra Regional Police Command ne wo mo aye ensem twefo enhyemu enhyemude no ase na head of public affairs Superintendent Juliana Oben ekasaye ne kasemu na wode atodwa wo kire mu se no enioma bia ekoso oman Ghana emu no ebimo obehunu na ogina yi ase edwabo ase na wabomodin a yedi afahye bi na watimi akobi no na ni okutatuo odu ho no ma na wo kwakotutu ama obi ehunu se ampa woni mo etuo no to na empo no etuo no ankasa na eti ni sika ede toye Mami Juliana se sanyoma wenyina no eyade a emboa enti yenya hyade no se watotuo na empo wa register sesen yampo a ukodru dwabase ukopie edom abomodin ase baabi eda no obema nada unkonkogira honom enkotututuo ewo honom na empo akwakoka obi ama ne kwakodansa yemu anase wafirimo akọ enti sanyoma na yeye no yenhwe na yenya ni nyina enye se ebeboa ye.
We are to take note that this press briefing is streaming live on TikTok at Accra Region today and on the Ghana Police Service Facebook, Ghana Police Service. Once again, we want to say thank you for coming here to the Regional Police Headquarters for this important press briefing. So, suspects arrested in fatal shooting of a Queen Mother at a naming ceremony in Bawe. The Accra Regional Police Command has arrested a key suspect in the fatal shooting incident that occurred on the 19th of June 2025 during a naming ceremony at Bawe Zero, a suburb of Accra, which resulted in the death of a Queen Mother, Pearl Na Dodua Whitaker, and caused injury to another attendee. Our investigation so far has established that during the event, which was organized by Ibrahim Ni Ayi Kwashi Solomon, it was attended by other traditional rulers and Asafu groups. Now, at about 7 p.m. on the day of the incident, some individuals armed with locally manufactured weapons began firing indiscriminately. One of the shooters, later identified as Gilbert Awini alias Starboy, allegedly aimed and fired his weapon at close range, striking Pearl Na Dodua Whitaker, 33-year-old Queen Mother of Papase, killing her instantly. Another victim, Priscilla Na Ayele, who is 38 years and a trader, was also shot in the chest and is on admission at the University of Ghana Medical Center, thankfully in a stable condition. Further details has established that the suspects had consumed sobolo, which we suspect was laced with some narcotic substances at the ceremony before the incident happened. Now, for realizing that he had committed the crime, that is Starboy, he fled the scene on a motorbike with his friend, known as Oxygen, and sought refuge in Asokore, a suburb in the Ashanti region. Acting on intelligence from the Accra Regional Police Intelligence Team, a team was dispatched and moved swiftly to Asokore, where we arrested Gilbert Awuni alias Starboy. He's 21 years and an Okada rider and a resident of Denchwa here in Accra. He has confessed to the crime during interrogation that he fired the weapon in display under the influence of alcohol and fled the scene thereafter. Efforts are underway to recover the firearm, which he claimed to have discarded after the incident. Meanwhile, the event organizer, Mr. Ibrahim Ni Aikwashi Solomon, was earlier arrested and admitted to instructing the use of firearm at the event. Another accomplice was also arrested, and a locally manufactured gun, empty cartridges, and gunpowder were retrieved. We are to take note that this press briefing is streaming live on
Western North. Na omanfo ya womo ewo dwabo so ate asemde sanse aban eba ya obodetim se obeboa amapomden sem atime gyan na so yipa na so ama wonam so afo ya wo hwe omaya pomden sem so akopiem ewo dwabo so district health directorate na okoya okura nsam incubators makomako enum ena fe motorcycle no so makomako edu ya wode akwakomom so omenye na omomo ase de be ya apomudi betimi agira no so ewo mpeswa no so pa na adoctor fo mpenifo etrese be bo papa ama moto yi ombetimi de bia konkro nketuo ma bobo na wo mo yare wo hono ma fe apemfo so wo no wo matimi ama wo nkyerɛkyerɛ nti wei ya wo nsaka no ebetimi abo mo ama pomudin agira no so pa ewo dwabo so ene importe nyina.
Hospital alone delivers on the average about 100 babies a month. And then we have some from the sub-districts and referrals from other facilities that will come in, making about 150 babies in a month for Drabosu districts as a whole. And some of these babies are born preterm, and we need support to manage and keep them in optimum environment to be able to grow well. So there are things like cold, infection, and other things don't kill the baby. And so we are very, very, very fortunate and happy to have this unit fully equipped for us today. Right now we have 4 incubators, 2 phototherapy machines. We have CPAP machines that will help us to be able to help these babies to breathe better, because most of the time these preterm babies are born and their lungs are not fully developed, so they tend to have breathing difficulties. But with the CPAP machines, we'll be able to help them to be able to overcome that challenge, and then soon will be well enough to go home and join their families. Honorable Commander Minta Akando, our science Minister of Health. And yet, Nenema or Yama and Bibri, and yet, and then da Edikaya or yet Bibisa Ama, your district.
Every hospital consumables new machines. And the next one about cooking will be quite cheap. I would say, honorable, a day in your power, high incubators, and then let American Mudiaba. The Kaiser, the last time, so I commissioned one of the chips compound, and also I can say, no munia, motorbikes, and also Omudebedu Mujuma. And then Yakuba Daroma, 10 motorbikes for the district. They are selected about 10 chips. Distributors are motorbikes at the amount. I buy a watch every year. A wapumudin as you are a person, it is free primary health care. Primary health care, no, a bit boy, ama vaccinations and other immunizations ye. Because I was a boy area no nipa home buying free area no home. They say prevention is always better than cure. Into primary health care, I was here strengthen na HB boy home buying free area no in the first place. And one of the means a bit me ama apomuden adwuma yefo no akonkofo no ho no e motorbike, because I'm going crashing no but we work anko internet. We are beginning from Jaboso. Ghana Health Service also there were a number of motorbikes on Moche, but we there solely as a member of parliament.
Hospital alone delivers.
And it's number Hoswafa or share Ghana, Yapomudinho, and some so I don't know, Yanko and some for emo. Na July boso mene da etoso miensa afi pinone aduonu mu enum yamu ena osofo wono ehwe Ghana nyina mahode ho ensam so eye onwonyafo John Abdullah Jinapo wodi betu jose enka ne eye eban eno no eye biaya yebetimi enya oil ene empo ankoma ni nyina no eye gas ena womo hunu ni nyina no eye Cape 3 point honomo ena womo ehunu sa oil and gas wo kire hu sesese yi ede empanifo ede nneoma etoto akwam a ehwano mokura no yebetimi atuni yie a enokura no yebetimi ene addition mo ebi enwako ahodo ankrankra nwumako akabom na yetimi ahwe na yatonton bia ene ebeboa kra na yefango ne honsam no etimi agira so ne nyina no ewo Cape 3 point ehwano ena ewo na wode ensam etudwa weyi ena eneyi edomkoma ewo mrahye bedwam womo ensam twefo ehyiemu Eshemudie ya se ena deputy ranking member Edema Energy enono ewo mashebedwam ede atudwa se saadie ya womo eye ebanankoma oil Ghana mompene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene owura John Jinapo womo akabom na womo edidi atoso a womo dane no kame se womo kire se womo ba yekura ena oil no womo akwakopie so a womo ebodahuro se womo betimi ede dwuma wasi abandada wo sore so eye mompene eye nanadodankwa akofado ne breso ene womo kokohuru sa oil enti no sa baso bodie bi wo hono mo paade a enkese fata se ye de bebo nanadodankwa akofado ene MPP amanyoko no ma yenye ne se de ebia afei ene womo ehunu ne nyina no ewo hono mo dada ene womo kanso womo nkase yade a Cape 3 point womo ehunu oye wo hono ma womo edi hu dwuma dada na enkonko ba se womo ye ne se enure ya ene womo akwako hunu Ora Collins Adomaku Mensa Deputy Ranking Member on Education and I say Energy Committee no wono ne sem say ena wode tuja
upstream petroleum sector represents a very shambolic attempt to credit the Mahama administration with success it has no hand in. Part of the statement under reference said, Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo, Minister for Energy and Green Transition, described the declaration as a clear testament to the government's commitment to the sustainable development of Ghana's hydrocarbon resources. This milestone underscores the government's unwavering commitment to fostering a transparent, investor-friendly, and resilient energy sector that delivers long-term value for the Ghanaian people. Considering the twists and chief political potshots contained in the statement, the minority is compelled to react as follows. A. ENI Ghana, following approval by the Petroleum Commission under the Akufo-Addo administration, drilled a well known as the Akuma 1X well in the Cape 3 Point Block 4 contract area in 2019 and announced a discovery of gas and condensate from that well on 9th May 2019, with a further additional upside for gas and oil that will require further drilling to be confirmed. ENI's press release announcing the Akuma discovery was published at its website on 9th May 2019 with the subject ENI announces Akuma discovery in CTP Block 4 offshore Ghana on its website with the link below. And I've attached the link. When I give the statement to you, you'll see it. On 6th July 2021, ENI once again announced a significant discovery of oil following its drilling of another well known as the Iban 1X. The Iban discovery thus became the second discovery by ENI within 2 years. ENI published Iban discovery at its website again on 6th July 2021, and I've attached the link to this announcement. It is instructive to note that both the Akuma and Iban discoveries were made under Akufo-Addo administration and were among other discoveries made under that administration as a result of a deliberate plan for reserve replacement. The Akuma and Iban discoveries were all made within Cape 3 Point, Block 4 contract area under the Cape 3 Point CPT Block 4 Petroleum Agreement, which came to Parliament. ENI, as required by the CTP Block 4 Petroleum Agreement, formally issued 2 separate notices of discovery to the then Minister of Energy, the Petroleum Commission, and the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. These discoveries were also announced or published by sections of the Ghanaian media. As provided for by the CTP Block 4 Petroleum Agreement, ENI is to meet its obligation to conduct appraisals of each of the 2 discoveries. This upstream petroleum sector represents a very shambolic attempt to credit the Mahama administration with success it has no hand in. Part of the statement under reference said, Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo, Minister for Energy and Green Transition, described the declaration as a clear testament to the government's commitment to the sustainable development of Ghana's hydrocarbon resources.
Yeah, womo ewo Bremunof mansini no emu ewo poye mantemu ena womo ekasa yi. Na womo kire se wo hwe company ya wo mo peso so na otufu magudie yi. Womo asra se company nka won fa ma ye adwuma kra no. Enso ayedene edi amago mu enam so ama womo aye ye kire akasa de akire company so womo sre nada. De ebema na ye no ema yusu ye bia eye pa. Eno ti yemfo womo adwuma na umutimi nya adwuma sanse
nya wo yeso
brofo ene ahoho ya ye do mo ba mansin no mo be adwuma no a se do omusi enye mo mai bia nie ya na ya reho pa ene tu omu srada se ba bia dridie wo me kasa ho sanse yutu an kasa ho e be yu ibone ene tu omu kasa ho so omu srada se company e friend exciting no wo mfa mai bi so mum na omu so entimi nya adwuma nie se de be ya omu so omunsa ebe ko wo man.
Fact nya wo yeso eye blasting na omo ye no chemicals no e ma ye nyinsan a esai mi say manyinsan 2 times ni nyina asai because of chemicals no yeso ye no mo nye ni nyina ye polluted enti ye ma ne so no yeso ye effect a ye nya eno no
ayenya awo sa ai ensusan so ni mo ne say typhoid yare beble to ate say awo embata mu hanam yenya sika mfen Pedro ma no si yenya adwuma nyenti ma na si yenya adwuma ni biye na ma meme yi a yenso yeji na ma ye mamu ha na mo ne ye mpata mu ha na mo no yenso no yetimi ayede yetina yenya nsa no adwuma ye na yesua mimi se mesua machine 3 se mo mo aye na yenya adwuma ni binye eda mase.
Yes. So we are imagining say among one day. See if persuasion fails, force must be applied. And you know, the any bibia catch me more up to Monday. No bibia mad the na Ujana who might be cheap.
No be na kumanchi.
No be kwa na kumanchi. Boss ya.
No be
fact nya wo yeso. Eye blasting na omo ye no. Chemicals no e ma ye nyinsan a esai mi say manyinsan 2 times ni nyina asai because of chemicals no yeso ye no mo nye ni nyina ye polluted enti ye ma ne so no yeso ye effect a ye nya eno no
ayenya awo sa ai ensusan so ni mo ne say typhoid
na era so ejina bremu hodom na eno na amamunu ebi mabunu e wo hodom wo bo edi atuja sesese yi edie efoma gudi yetu e wo hodom no e yade de wo haw kase ebre wo mo pa wo mo ekire mu anya no wahodo ebia ede ebre wo mo no enye asem ketua enti wo mo hwe na empo aban ne enye ho bibi mfa ma wo mo wie nso a wo mo de adesrede ebetu mpanifo enim wo mo kire mu ampesua no so na wo mo wo no edwuma hodo wo hono ma e wo se wo mo nya bi ye na nso behunu ane ye de akoma bonten so ni ne wo no abeda hono mo na wo ye ne je se mebunu akọ school wo hono mo no wo mo de edwuma no wo mo enya bi enye enti wo mo hwe na companies akodo mining companies wo hono mo no emma wo mo edwuma no bi enye esanse wo mo so nya bia ebeboa ama sika atena ekroni
ye chia won no omanfa buo ama the youth of these communities, the 10 affected communities. Omanfa buo ama yen ama fa yen sebi ye yen kolebi anegu ha imuaye omo de bre yen enu nie sebi as a reputable company like Zijin obiansa enshase ema ye hu ne se enkrata ye kura yen enimu eye fake. And the youth of the 10 mining communities ye jitumu a enye ye yensama ye ka nyina ne se ye mazenjin efri nne ekoka juada awia se yensan ka ye mu aya bebi amra ne da no ye de be na mensama mi kire mu nyina ne se sa MRI ye omode aba be hye hoyi did the 10 affected communities no enya se wo ye local na wo chro e de ko na ohwahwo etro e de ba ye for ohwahwo no wu na wo ye local no ne ye de MRI e failiu enti enne de due ya ye wo hoyi se wo Zinjin company mu ho no almost about 98% of workers e ho nyina e ya ohwahwo
company na ba no yankase company no emfiri ha ne mom de nyina pese ye kan se ye hia adwuma enipa ya adwuma ya na ma busua eni ya den agye mema bebre wo hanom a enne omoye no magya won because wo hwe adwuma na akoso wo hanom na owo no ba no benya sika na wo de agye oba na ono ne na bre wo hanom no obi anso mpebre obre ya nti de aka nya ne se adwuma na ya pe na ba ko so aka ne se adwuma no kura mpo na ya ka se ya pe no condition that one say obatan community hanom a enyama ya suan pa ya nsa no dwuma adwuma ne ba na omo si ya nsuan ho adwuma enu nti no omo mfa yen 15 years now na me adom ya ko suan machine no atwi ene ema na ye ne ka ho asem no mpata mo hanom nipa bia ba apply for so obasuan machine no twi bia no na ye na free because sa ema ra no aba be ade a ye di yi locals ade afri ha enu nti na ka say wa ko bi ya mfa report bia ama wo say e bia uti ana oto ana onan na ya wo ya eno say ka cho say ema aferi wu asa be akoko pe bia akoko tena enu ti de ka nya ne say atim hanom de ya kan say employment enu pa ne ade a ye pe omo mfa ya adwuma num na yentu yentimi hwe ya busuafo see your mom up to Monday ya anti bibia ya next line of action no e wo ya ngasa ye ho ta hankwa no abade a blasting no obi otinkan onya effect e wo so o don layer bia no matantan bia kwaso ha no bia no obi a wo baabi anya ho ensanso sabi mfuturo a ekwaso ha no ye hia no enko obi a wo akiri so enti so busa me say ya pe 80-20 ya pe 100% ye chia won no oman fa buo amma the youth of these communities, the 10 affected communities.
Brim North, and no one more children say one more here, a tumor, and tea, and penny for one more share, not one more Emma, one more AP. You better know so, not ye try a more atom cry and buy a bar, ye do back and several from more, ye bar, Sissia.
Oh yes! A brass will say, "Whoever diet so, so person yens and training no abem. A quina be. The I Am Media and Professional Institute. The I Am Media and Professional Institute. A bia ye titins and trefo. A mobayans and trefo mapa. Ye de wom crane say practical near 80% and a theory 20%. So we wanted to hear what the I Am Media and Professional Institute. Yabemo kwaye internship. Our Great Commission Television and a so Radio SM Online. And now radio and that TV station. Yeah, actually, my Ghana. And Titiana Yedema ono. Ebine graphic design, motion graphics, video and audio editing, camera handling, TV and radio presenting, communication skills, media law and ethics, media production, news writing, editing and a reporting. It is a JHS Nwewie and now SHS and now push yapon say university. Akwenya da oma. And your men say adagio Fred the I Am Media and Professional Institute CA. I was 0544 713 929 and now says 0500 200 033. And now we call one office. What Great Commission Television. Nungwa Cantamanto. Omobe St. Michael Primary School. The I Am Media and Professional Training Institute, where professionals are trained. Shannon Sose Singapore accredited by the National Schools Inspectorate Authority. Nichomutia from Nasia.
Hallelujah, Nyankopon tumi wo so. Nyankopon wo sra e wo so na se wo pese wo kope emu nimdie se ne be ya obetuma ye adwuma wo wiye brei mu a me kanfo Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship kama ene dia maun. Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship esi Apostle Joseph A. Jackson Sreso pe. Ministerial training courses ahodo pi na ye wudi dwuma bi ewo Nyankopon fie na sa opentete a apostolic ministry training ewo homa ye prophetic ministry training, pastoral or teaching ministry training, women ministry training, youth ministry training enso wo ho, Christian missions and church planting training, evangelistic ministry training enso wo ho, eldership or lay ministry training enso ewo ho a kama for eye ediama wo. Kama ewo Unique Icon International School a ebe Royal Ravico Hotel ewo Nungwa ewa Kraheya. Freyen 0500 200 033 and 0246 819 0345. Sɛ wobɛgye nteteɛ ɛwɔ kama ɛnneɛma wei bi na wo nsa bɛtumi aka: ministerial license any credentials, apostolic consecration for apostles, prophetic consecration ɛne ne ɛkeka ho nyinaa wo nsa bɛtumi aka bi. Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship, Kama, where servant leaders are trained.
Asiano eko amahudo so ensem emu na Iraq Ministry of Defense no ababane kire se asrafo be se edu mienu die omo ahwere wo concern se na asrafo yi eko operation ma tudin se operation claw lock ya na omo hwehwe srani ya afipino ene atwinu mienu etuo eka no ya na Kurdistan Workers Party omo ene ofri Iraq ya omo ne Turkey asrafo ni bo ani nam so ma wo hwere ne nkwa na wo mo hwehwe no nam so ema okopie ebo bi mu a eho ena meeting gas bie akoto ya enam so ama asrafo emu dumienu afamu ahwe wo nkwa na amarabo kire se na wonam edunkron ya dumienu de anom ho a ena wo hwe wo nkwa wonmo aka no so eprepra na president edema Turkey man no mampane Recep Tayyip Erdogan wakire se asemi ebaye no okre ne reho papa ya wote alhosemi enam so ede ya konsem ema busua enafe asrafo ya wo mo wote kinyina se ya konsem ena wote mo musanse ade ha dwene ye papa na sa atuate dom koi PKK wo mo nkasa no take ho yeso mo nsi ho UK afe US nyina be semfisi atua na ani die ya bom na so tu se mo nsi ho ya obi nim ya kofa ba ya nam so amasa re hosemi edi asia enumu enne yebobi edi achewe
Ewusia ma yemfri arehosem no emu na yemra enije ensem emu abrantie a woye Ghana nyumtuni eye Shatawale wodi atodwa sise yi edi Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wobefra abenwa yi enema pa na wodi aba my Ghana emu wakire mu mampani ba ye wabiebie enema ni so edi akire Ghana de hye no mu nyina titiri wo eye programs ahodo wodi aba wo se mabu no ebetime ede wo mo ho ahyemu epi wo se eba ne hye eye 24-hour economy policy ya mampani ya pa ho entumai afei so apprenticeship program no so okokoda na die adwuma wura ene empoko des program a wodi abeba wo se sanye ma we nyina no eyade a emabuni betimi de wo mo ho ahyem na etimi abo wo mo papa abo wo mo so enya adwuma ye na dachi bi no wo mo nsa etimi akọ wo mo ano enti won de obenam sa akwanya yusu no watu wo mo ho fo pa se wo mo fa wo mo ho enhyem na wo mo enso ensuasua bisa esanse wonsa no nyuma ebetimi abo adachi bi no mampani eni won mo kura dia wo betimi de wonsa bu akase mampani se baye ena menya adwuma wei esua ye enti mabunu no emomodianfo wo mo ho enjim na wo mo ensua bi wo mo wie nso mampani ne ne suade hu no wo mo mo ne papa na mamuo no enkoso jojo emfa emma no wode ensamu etudwa enra ewa bekokopie mu ewo Accra Sports Stadium ewo abekwa eye presidential cup eye agokansi wo mkokodi ye ewo honomo na yema na konya se empo no wanyeje addition mu bia wo ma betwehia wo mo ehwe boy yi ebi ena wode ensamu yi ede etudwa Harishima na yebejina abranchia Shatawale nensamo eso na empono yabomodia ensamo yebobo ano ene enwumere yede ni nyina ede esi ede amount yebedra aboafo wo mobo yechidom Enagad medicated toothpaste osunya bitwusia ebeboa Hola Savior Herbal Center yade bia titi ubia no fakwa na wo mo entimi emwa Saraso and a go same travel and tour. Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship. Woman yina eka hu bia dia ya media professional institute so eka hu AP.
Aja yadin sebe nyina bisi yadi aseda ma ife ha so iko ya wo mo eboa eso ya sene ma ye de nsemi ebe hwomo ene anime camera ena fi MCR editors nyina aseda enko mamada fi usu a ojebre na ohwe kase ofi no aseda bi enko emfa mawo enu bi no ebe hwomo kase bokwa so ma hene kofi asempa ene metin mene
na ne kwia acheba ata ebuchi aye mawo monisha adese yakramo